analogies and metaphors are common in the vernacular of football and really always have been. But when we get figures from military history squaring off on the gridiron, it seems to fit just right. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Commodores offense will have the football first. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things.
Oh, he's got some space. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
So Mississippi State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Grab behind the line. It's Cade. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be third and long. Back to pass, it's Fry. Fakes to grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Kane. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he...
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Commodores in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Makes the grab over the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Got his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It's complete to the left. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
With the catch, it's Vaughn. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking downfield, it's Wicks. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Commodores back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Let's go. He's looking to throw. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
Brings up second and goal.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing.
Touchdown, Vanderbilt! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Going to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Dropping back, it's Fry. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Finds space on the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing.
There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Mississippi State right back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quickly complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun. Bringing the heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Mississippi State, 14. Vanderbilt, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
It's complete to the right, and they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll try the left side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. To the air, it's Fry. Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. This time he's got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's got him. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to throw. It's Wicks. He makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vandy.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Rides the back on the option, the give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets it out fast. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Fry. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got an open man. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. To the air on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Number 5.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Dropping back, it's Fry. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway.
Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here we go. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Looking for a man. It's Fry. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 20. Yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Finding open areas. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The Commodores want to move quickly. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Vaughn. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
It's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Commodores look to keep this drive humming.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Right down the middle. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Here's the pressure. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Commodores headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Wicks. Makes the grab on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10?
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll try to hit the sideline on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Commodores are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
1st down, Commodores.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Looking to scramble. At the 35, he's loose. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To throw, it's Wicks. He's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Doors! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Dropping back, it's Fry. Another incompletion on third down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have wrecked these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, dude.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find...
And here's the third interception of the night. Touchdown, Mississippi State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
You really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry up. To the air. It's Wicks. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
The Commodores are on the move.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quickly out to the tight end. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. And the Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags at the 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Fry. He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. How about that last drive? Just carved them up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man. It's Massey. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense. But you get a stop right here on fourth down, and this ball game is over. So one big stop, and you end this thing.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Makes the grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The sure hands, it's Vaughn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking downfield, it's Wicks. Got a man, it's Vaughn. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Commodores moving quickly to the line. They'll run for it on third and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting the first down. But this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions, got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Looking to get it in. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page.
Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Crosses the 45. At the 40, there he goes. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Right back to the well. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Get set, get set.
Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. The give to the tailback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Vanderbilt, 35.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to pass, it's Wicks. Snagged out of the air. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hayden. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Just keep slinging it. Oh, he makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Vaughn. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
First down, Commodores.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's a tough throw to make, especially at this juncture of the game. It's late, you're trailing, and that's a deep throw on an out-breaking route. As a quarterback, your timing has to be perfect, and you've got to throw that thing out in front. If anything is off, even by the smallest amount, that ball's going to land incomplete, and that's what happened there.
It's complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Commodores line it up with a 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Quicks. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Commodores want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back down.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.